fighters, 24 years of age for Chelsea Hackett, as is Ky Bennett, 25. You can see Chelsea Hackett is an inch taller, weighed in a pound heavier, has a 1 inch advantage in the arm reach, but the longer legs belong to Ky Bennett.
Oh, this should be a fun fight for Chelsea Hackett. Her key to victory is going to be her striking variety and also her forward pressure. For Ky Bennett, she has excellent knees, especially in the clinch, and also I think it would serve her well to try to put Hackett on her back.
Andy Shepard gets the women started.
The following is a special showcase bout in the women's flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She's an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 124 3/4 pounds, and her mixed martial arts record consists of 3 victories and 2 losses. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Cobra Ky Bennett! And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125 3/4 pounds and holds a professional mixed martial arts record of 3 victories, 1 defeat, and 1 draw. Fighting out of Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia, Chelsea Hammer Hackett! Your referee in charge, Ky Hackett.
Ky Hackett will oversee the action inside the smart cage. Chelsea Hackett in the blue, Ky Bennett in the gray.
All right, ladies, this is what you work for right here. You ready? Ready? Let's go to work.
Touch of gloves, Ky Bennett comes out and immediately gets to work from that southpaw stance.
She says no thanks to the
Yeah.
shaking.
Immediately, Hackett grabs hold, double underhooks, has the body lock here on Ky Bennett, former Muay Thai champion. Looks like she's trying to get this fight to the ground early.
Yeah, Hackett trying to hook that leg, trying to steer her towards the mat. Bennett doing a good job of controlling that wizard so far. Now trying to frame on the face of Hackett to create some space.
Tight body lock by Hackett. Double underhooks, good grip.
Yeah, this isn't a foreign position in Muay Thai. You'll see a lot of clinch fighting in that sport. Hackett doing a good job of getting control. There's the hook in the leg.
Does a great job of reaping that leg out, and now
Almost full mount here, trying to take it back.
Look at that strength there from Bennett.
Wow. Just grabs a wizard and stands back up.
Wow.
Start fighting the hands here. Good wrist control, good wrist control.
Hackett doing a great job of not allowing any space for Bennett to create a frame. I mean, look at this. Bennett's got her hand and wrist in the right spot, but Chelsea Hackett just pulling forward with the pressure.
Hackett trying to change directions, steering her one way, then bringing her back, trying to pull her over those hips. Bennett not having it. Great balance.
Yeah, this is where you got to watch out for those knees of Bennett as well.
There's a look through ref cam. Randy, are you surprised that the Muay Thai practitioner has initiated the fight in this manner?
No, not actually. I found so many similarities to Greco-Roman wrestling and Muay Thai that I'm not surprised this is where they both want to operate. They both have very strong striking Muay Thai backgrounds.
Gotta go for those trips faster. Look for those feet. Faster feet there. Nice, nice.
Bennett has reversed position, now pressing Hackett in. There's Martin Hamlets, former national champion in Greco-Roman for Norway, competing later on tonight in a light heavyweight semifinal, looking to earn his spot in a PFL 205-pound championship.
Hackett again winning that double underhook battle. Bennett doing a good job of framing on that chin though.
Bennett managed to get an over-under, did a re-pummel, got into over-under. Hackett wasn't having it. She's dug right back in, got those double unders. Bennett trying to find an underhook now. She can try and steer herself off the fence, trade places with Hackett.
Once again, Hackett trying to isolate that leg of Bennett, but Bennett does a good job snaking out of it, getting her feet back on the ground. Sharp knee into the midsection from Hackett, a couple of them. Dan Hardy, what do you think of the action so far?
I'm really liking this pressure from Chelsea Hackett, but one thing we have to bear in mind is that she's lost the element of surprise on the takedown now. Her opponent is going to know that this is part of her game plan, and this is also, you know, we've got to wonder who's most energy adapted to this position. Is it going to be the Muay Thai fighter? Although there is a lot of similarity with this clinch, this is very exhausting when it becomes a wrestling match.
Beautiful knees.
Paige Van Zandt in the building. Grueling so far between these two women. What do you think?
Work for position as your knee and tie.
Make a decision. Right on. Get that right on. Yeah. Good. Use it, Ky.
Use it. Heavy whizzer here. Heavy whizzer.
Worth pointing out, and I think Dan mentioned it when he said energy adapted.
Nice, Ky.
It's not always the most fan-friendly style of fighting, but it's about as tough as it comes when it comes to a gas tank standpoint.
Yeah, you have to train this way every single day to be even conditioned enough to do this and execute this in the fight for 15 minutes.
Yeah, no question about it. I think Dan was very smart to point that out. Efficiency, technique, and conditioning is crucial.
Final minute of this fight. Most of it has taken place right here against the smart cage barrier. Chelsea Hackett, an absolute bulldog with the forward pressure, frustrating into the offensive attempts here from Ky Bennett, and once again trying to get that leg, take this fight to the ground. Temporarily successful, but right back to the feet. Another excellent display of awareness and strength by Ky Bennett.
The balance and the ability not to concede a position by Bennett is very, very impressive.
Final 10 seconds. Speaking of impressive, that might be the best 10-second knockout I've ever heard.
Wow.
Stop.
Round 2 when we return. Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Kenny Florian back cage side. Chelsea Hackett in the blue, Ky Bennett in the gray. Women's flyweight showcase.
And despite it being a grinding first round, both ladies moving well, very bouncy still, very active as well.
Bennett, heavy forward movement here, but wants this to be a striking battle so far in the first 20.
Oh, boy. Big right hand by Hackett, backed Bennett up.
And she decides to dive in on the takedown. Might actually be working in the benefit of Ky Bennett, who looked like she got cracked with the left hook as well. Hackett getting those hips forward, trying to pull off the mount position here.
Yeah, doing a good job of elevating her position, keeping her head above the head of Ky Bennett. Now she's losing it a little bit. Bennett doing a good job of getting her back to the cage now. Hackett drives her right back to the mat, though. Now has an underhook. She can mount from here. She goes back to half guard.
Hackett just missed that mount position. It just slipped away from her. But she did secure the top position and get that takedown. Now can she be effective from here?
Good. Stay there with that crossface.
Ky Bennett appears to be fully recovered from that
Turn her face away with your shoulder.
temporary rock she received on the right hand.
Hackett has good shoulder pressure right now. Now going into mount.
Full mount.
This is not good for Bennett here. She's trying to turn, she's trying to bridge, but very difficult to do when you're holding on to the head of your opponent. You're actually pulling her into you. She needs to be able to create space, push on the hips, push on the knees. It makes it more complicated now with the cage being where it is.
Shoulder punch by Hackett.
Randy, where can Hackett take most advantage of this position?
She's got to stay low like she's vinding in now and make it difficult for Bennett to get out from underneath her. Make it miserable. Cross-face her. Put your forearm on her cheek. Weight on her, and you can punch from there. Obviously, no elbows in the PFL. It's one of the only differences in this organization versus other MMA organizations.
Bennett can bridge now. She's trapped the arm of Hackett. Hackett's got to be very careful to not let her wrap up that arm. She's able to bridge to her left. She can roll her.
Hackett staying in that low mount, keeping those vines in there. It's going to make it very difficult for Bennett to use her hips and change this position.
Stay heavy on top.
Stay as wide as you can.
She has to make sure she has both sides, though, because if she traps
Show
one
some
side,
punches.
she'll actually trap herself.
That's it. Good girl. Excellent.
Going to work with the left hand from the top.
She's showing you no respect.
The downside of this low mount is
Good girl.
it's harder to create meaningful power, but Hackett's finding a way.
Oh, these
Can't
are
talk her
nasty
into giving up that
shots.
back. Those are some great shots.
And now snakes a left arm around the neck of
Bennett.
Ky Bennett. Here's a squeeze.
Looks like it's over the chin. Hard to see the camera angle here. I think Bennett's safe for now.
Hackett's only got one anchor in. She's only got one hook in. She needs both really to turn Bennett's hips.
Hackett with the right hand work now, punishing the ear. Going to work on the side of the head of Ky Bennett, who's finding a way to build herself back into a base after being mounted.
As well.
Both hooks in now by
When the head
Hackett.
pops up, take her neck.
I love seeing the mix of submission attacks and ground and pound. Hackett keeping Bennett on guard on both sides. Attacking that rear naked choke now.
Switches the grip to that short angle.
Be ready to
Trying to get it locked in.
Throw the leg over.
Nice work by Ky Bennett to tuck the chin back in.
Head up. Good girl.
Oh, excellent switch of the hips there for Chelsea Hackett to stay on top.
Yeah, she did a good job of understanding when to let go of that submission attempt. Able to get on top. Well done there.
Yeah, good job, Chelsea. Left punch. Good job. Good.
Hackett just staying busy from this top position.
Now the high mount.
Good punches, Chelsea. Punch. Punch.
Bennett has to turn over, give up her back.
Punches, Chelsea. Good girl.
Hackett is right in front of her own corner, able to hear every bit of advice as Ky Bennett hanging on, surviving the onslaught.
Yeah, Bennett showing a lot of toughness here. She's eaten a lot of shots. Been in some tough positions now. Now Hackett trying to lift the chin. She's underneath.
She's got it tight. There's the
There's the
tap.
tap! Chelsea Hackett, submission win in her PFL debut.
Referee Kerry Hatley calls a halt to the action at 4 minutes and 42 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via submission to a rear naked choke, Chelsea Hackett!
So I'm here with Chelsea Hackett for our Celsius post-fight winner interview. You came out straight away and started wrestling. You surprised everybody. Muay Thai world champion, you came out looking like a wrestler. Talk to me about that decision.
You know, when you have been put on the sidelines for almost 3 years, COVID, pull-outs, injuries, I just spent so many hours and time in the gym and working on all my weaknesses, my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu, and I really wanted to make a statement, and I think that's the best statement I could have made, so really happy with that.
I think you absolutely made a statement. That was very impressive. I saw you shaking your arms out there and saying to your corner team, is it a different feeling to come in here and win by grappling?
Oh yeah, I went back to the corner. I was like, I could not feel my arms. I was just, they're so swollen. I'm like, holy shit, how am I gonna do this? But no, fuck, it doesn't matter. I wasn't gassed, it was just my forearms.
That was really impressive. So what's next for you? When do you want to get back in here?
Look, I've had 3 years off, so shit, put me in next week. Oh, I can't swear, sorry. Yeah, put me in next week, I'm ready, but I would love to fight in no, that's next weekend. Well, yeah, New York, cool. Put me on next weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Chelsea Hackett.